What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This is Randall Branch Media, October 2025 recap. I'm glad to have you guys here, man. Let's get right to it, man. I'm gonna run through some of the things I talked about this month. So I'm gonna pull up my YouTube discography from October. Just tell you guys what we did this month, man. It's already November, so today's November 1st. I was gonna get this video up yesterday, but I was like, let me just wait till November 1st and then get it up. So let me pull this up. I know for sure I want to start off talking about Road to Single Digits because we have been making progress, guys. Finished the month at 182. I'm feeling good. I'm looking at finishing November in the mid 170s and then going from there. And it's been fun. So today's Saturday, November 1st, like I said. I'm gonna record another episode of Road to Single Digits. I believe we're on episode 10 now. Yeah, next episode will be episode 10. So that's gonna be the next episode. I'm gonna record that tomorrow. We got back and delts, and I'll get that up for you guys on Monday. So yeah, that's been good, man. The cut's been fun. It's been good. I've been excited to just finally like hone in and really take it to the next level. Like I told you guys in, what was it? It was the Change the Way You View Food video, you know, changing the way you view food in order to get leaner. It's been a process, a journey for me to really change the way I view food in order for me to get leaner. Because although I already view food as function, I don't believe in cheat meals, cheat days, and stuff like that. I'm also having to understand what it means to really get down to like a lower percent of body fat, because it's different going down from 12, 13, 14% to like 7, 8%, right? It's way different. So, and like I mentioned before in the previous videos, I'm looking at it because you guys know I used to be fat at 250, so I'm looking at it, oh, okay, well, calorie deficit. You know, I got from 250 all the way down to, you know, the 180s, 190s, so I just do the same thing. I just eat less, you know what I'm saying? Obviously still eat healthy, but just eat less. But it's a little bit more nuanced, you know, when there's like specific foods. Like for instance, I'll give you guys a quick example. Like I haven't been doing any rice recently because, especially on my refeed days, I'll do some rice. But on my deficit days, I'm not doing rice because it would make more sense for me to do stuff that has more, that's more satiety in it, more fiber in it, like oats, like potatoes and stuff like that. So just little changes, make sure I eat before I go to sleep, because I could get some hunger pains at night if I don't eat before I go to sleep. Like an hour and a half before I go to sleep, I might wake up in the middle of the night, stomach growling, you know what I'm saying? So just little stuff like that. And it might sound crazy to like the outside person, but it really is just a journey, and it really is just fun, man. One thing that I do want to say is, you know, in this life, and you guys know I always talk about embracing discomfort. Life, especially in America, like we're just always surrounded by comfort. So you have to go out your way to do stuff that is uncomfortable. Whether that be me starting my YouTube video and really learning how to articulate myself and start speaking, right? Or whether that be me getting down to single-digit % body fat, right? Whether that be me posting 3-4 different reels a day on social media in order to grow my social media accounts, even when I'm lazy, or not lazy, but even when I necessarily don't feel like being on social media. Because I'm really not, even though I get on social media, like I'm not a big social media person. So sometimes it's like, bro, I don't want to get on social media. Not necessarily because I'm being lazy, I don't want to say that, but just because like I'm like, bro, like I don't want to be on social media today. But it's like, nah, on your schedule, your content schedule, you're supposed to get 3 reels up today. So you got to get your 3 reels up today. Whether that be me going on my way to walk 20,000 steps a day, right? Little stuff like that. It's not little stuff, but stuff like that, right? Going out your way to find the stuff that is uncomfortable, because, you know, if you just go through life and just go through the motions without looking for different tasks to accomplish, and, you know what I'm saying, you're missing something up here, man. So that's really the big thing about me getting down to single digits. Obviously, I'm gonna look better than I do now because that lean physique is fire, right? And obviously, I'm hoping I'll feel better, because I be hearing people talk about like when you get down to single digits, like some things come up. But my goal is to get as lean as possible while still being able to perform, while still having like libido, testosterone, and stuff like that, all to be good. Because there is like different, I would say like people will be like, oh, 10% is too lean, but then you'll get natural guys who can maintain 10%, and then people be like, well, 9% is too lean, and then you get people who can. So it really does depend on who you're talking to. Some people can maintain 8%. Some people can maintain 10%. Like it's no like once everybody gets here, nobody can maintain it unless we're talking about like 5-6%. Those are pretty extreme, right? But when it comes to like the higher single digits, like 7, 8, I really want to see where I can land and still be able to perform, have my sex drive right, testosterone, like everything be good, but then also have like the aesthetic part that I want. So really looking for like finding that middle ground, right? So that's why we're cutting, man. I'm having fun. My performance in the gym has been good. You guys have been seeing my documentation. It's been cool, man. It's just fun, man. Like I said, we find challenges because we know that finding challenges and being able to embrace the challenge that we find and being able to go through with it is going to be good for us, men and women, right? It's going to be good for us, man. So that's one thing, and I'm excited to continue to show you guys that. Again, we finished the month at 182, and we're looking at finishing next month in the mid 170s, somewhere between like 175 and 177, right? We talked about, like I said, viewing food to get leaner. So, like I said, I'm having to view food a little differently to get leaner. Yes, I look at food as fuel and food for function, but like even understanding that there's certain foods that I need to make sure I'm incorporating in my diet, particularly right now, and making sure that I'm understanding like, I might go to sleep and not be as satisfied and as satiated with like food, right? I might have a few hunger pains. That's fine. I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die, right? And if you're a higher body fat percentage, like you're 25% for men, or you're 33-34% for women, and you're looking to get down to 15% for men, or to get down to like 22-23% for women, again, you will have to view food differently as well. No matter where you're at in your journey, you're there because of the way that you currently think. That's the main point, right? No matter where you're at. I don't care if you're in amazing shape or you want to get into better shape. I don't care if you look like shit and you're just looking to look like less shit, right? It don't matter where you're at. You will need to make a mindset shift to get to a different spot, because the reason why you're currently are where you are is because of the way that you think. It's that simple. People think it's their habits, but they're not understanding that their habits are literally just a symbolization of the way that they think. It's that simple. So if you change the way that you think, you can change those habits. And that's where we're at right now, right? So that's the video I had. You must change the way you view food to desire to get leaner, which was a good video. The power of removing the word trying, right? Trying. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. Just removing the word trying and just start doing, being, getting, and having, right? It's funny now because now I'm very like, anytime I even say that, I'm like I get it back. And that's something that's actually really important, because there's power in the words that we speak, right? Even words that we speak that we're not even like giving power, like it don't matter. Like there's power in the words that we speak, even if it's subconscious. So when we continue to say stuff like we're trying to build a business, or we're trying to get in better shape, or we're trying to lose weight, or we're trying to go to sleep on time, and we're just trying, it's not absolute enough for us to really be able to get to the results that we want to get to. So that's a video I dropped about 2 weeks ago in the middle of October, just talking about removing the word trying, man. Just stop trying to get into things. Stop trying to build a business. Stop trying to improve your relationship with your wife or your husband or your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Stop trying, bro. Just do it, right? Just make things simple, man. No gray area, just absolutes. Remove it, right? I also dropped a video about continuing proper nutrition going into holiday season, which is extremely important, man. And if we're just gonna be real, like, I'm just gonna call a spade. And one thing I'm gonna do, like I'm already very like kind of cutthroat and just very like in your face in terms of the way I speak. Like I don't speak soft. And I know that offends a lot of people, but I literally just don't care. But one thing I'm gonna do is double down on that, because we need more of that. It's too much soft shit going on in the world right now. It's way too much. And I understand that the way I speak is already so direct, but I do feel like I am holding back just a little bit. I need to stop doing that, because the way I can get my message across is something that I know for a few people it's really gonna touch them and hit them in a way that's gonna cause them to wake up. So again, continue proper nutrition this holiday season. People don't care about nutrition. Like I'm just gonna be like, people do not care about nutrition, and people don't care about their health. And a lot of times we feel like just because we see people in the gym and stuff like that, or even just because we see people in shape or whatever, that they care about their health. Man, nobody cares about their health. Like, literally nobody cares about their health. So I know that me talking about continuing proper nutrition this holiday season and just that topic in general, because I am going to talk about that more going into this holiday season, as we just had Halloween yesterday and now we're going into Thanksgiving. I understand that it's going to fall on deaf ears, but I'm still going to talk about what I talk about, because health is extremely important and nutrition is extremely important. And it's not just about the external. It's not just about having a six-pack, right? One thing I was talking to somebody about a few days ago is you got all these people that 80% of their diet is just protein powders, protein cookies, protein waffles, and protein ice cream. Like, that's like 80-90% of their diet. And then they throw in a little bit of chicken and like a little bit of like ground beef or whatever. Like, nutrition, guys, like whole foods, right? Whole foods, foods that have been here for centuries. That should be like 90% of our diet, right? So that's something I'm gonna continue to preach. I'm gonna continue to articulate my messages around nutrition, in order to be able to convey that information to you, because there's certain things I want to talk about, but I want to wait until we get closer to Thanksgiving, right? One thing I will say about proper nutrition and just about nutrition in general is that it shows up. Like, you could tell who takes their nutrition serious. You could tell who doesn't care about nutrition, and who you could tell who literally has like the mindset of like really like nutrition is really that, right? Because there's like 3 different categories of it. There's people who literally just don't care about nutrition. There's people who like take it serious, like, okay, we take it serious. And then there's people who really understand the power of nutrition. And you could damn near like physically tell on somebody by their like skin, by the way that they talk, by like their mood, by like their physique, right? Like, are they eating healthy? You know what I'm saying? Like, it really is. It's literally medicine. Like, it's nature's medicine. So nutrition is extremely important, and I'm gonna continue to talk about that, right? We got the "Do you actually want to get in shape" video. That video was fire too, man. Do y'all actually want to get in shape? If you're watching this video and you're not in shape, do you actually want to get in shape, or does it just sound good? I talked about this coach I had, and I don't really feel a way towards the coach. Personally, I didn't like the coach. But one of the coldest things he ever said was, "It sounds good." He used to always say that, just, "It sounds good." And what that means is a lot of things that we do, it sounds good, but are we actually going to execute? So we'll be running a play, we'll mess up. Coach will be like, "What were you supposed to do?" "I was supposed to do this, and then this, and I was supposed to set this pick and then go set that back screen, and then I was supposed to roll this way," or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, sounds good. Let's run it again, right? Sounds good, let's run it again. Randall, that sounds good, right? You got it. Yes, you want to get in shape, right? That's what I'm telling you guys. Yes, you want to get in shape. But are you going to execute daily on the things, the actions that you know you need to take in order for you to get in shape? And for those of you who are in shape, do you want to get in better shape? Like, do you really want to get leaner? Do you really, yes, like your physique is cool. Yes, you have a better physique. I hate when people say this. People are always talking about, you know, you have a better physique than like the average person. The average person doesn't go to the gym. Stop comparing yourself to people who aren't even in your field. Men are always, it's always men who do that shit too. Like, women never do that. Men would be like, well, if you could bench 135, you could bench more than 99% of the population, or like whatever they be talking about. It's like, bro, it would make more sense for you to compare yourself to like somebody who is benching something that you'll never bench than to compare yourself to somebody who doesn't even go to the gym just to make yourself feel more comfortable. Like, that would be better for you mentally. They're both, I would say, don't do either. But if you're gonna do one, at least compare yourself to somebody who's, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in shape and you want to get in better shape and you're online and you're seeing all these fitness influencers, don't be like, oh, I wouldn't say compare yourself to them, but comparing yourself to them makes more sense than, oh, just people be like, just go outside and go to your local Walmart and see how everybody looks. Like, bro, like, your standards, guys, your standards. You're not even like, you shouldn't even be associating yourself with the average person who doesn't go to the gym. Don't compare yourself to them to make yourself feel more comfortable. For what? That's not going to push you. It would make more sense for you to compare yourself to people who are on steroids. Like, that makes more sense. And that doesn't make sense, but it makes more sense because at least they're working out. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, do you want to get in shape, man? Do you actually want to get in shape? And for those who are in shape, do you really want to get in better, like elite, exceptional shape where people ask you for advice? One video I'm going to drop later this month is the fact that people should be asking you for advice. I don't care if it's with women, if you're a lady, if it's with men, if it's about business, about growing a social media account, if it's about how you do your hair, what you do for your skin, what you do for your body, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, people should be asking you for advice. If nobody ever asks you for advice, you're not getting good enough results out of life. There should be no reason why you're walking around Earth and nobody ever asks you for advice in no subject and no domain of life. And that's a video I'm gonna talk about later this month. But y'all know I go on my tangents. Let me get back to this, man. So, getting in better shape, right? If you're already in good shape, compare yourself to people who are in better shape than you and really want to get those results. Don't just be like, oh, it would be good to actually have like a really elite physique, a really elite natural physique. Like, no, really go and invest time and energy and effort into building that body that you want. And if you're not in shape, do you actually want to get in shape? Like, because you have to grow before you can get the elite, natural, aesthetic, amazing physique. You just got to get a decent physique first. Do you really want to make that jump, that leap, right? Do you really want to do that? Okay, well then do it, man. It sounds good, right? Do it. Invest the time, invest the energy, invest the effort. Hire me if you want a fitness coach. Get a program from me from randallbranchco.com if you want a program, right? Invest. Get better, man. And don't try either. Like, really execute, right? Okay. Self-love, man. I think good. I was rolling in October, man. We did the video on self-love. Somebody asked me, they said, Randall, if you do a video on self-love, some girl on Snapchat. So I dropped a video on self-love, and in that video, I was talking mostly about self-prioritization, which to me is like the equivalent of self-love. I've actually been watching a little bit of sports because I've had a little bit of time, and I'm not big on investing in sports, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second. But I have been watching a little bit of sports just in the background while I've been doing some extra stuff. And one thing I've been watching, because like everything for me right now is just fitness. My brain is just fitness. I'm watching a Dodger game the other day. Literally every time they showed a fan, like 98% of them had like bulging guts. Like, we're not even talking about being out of shape. We're talking about being obese. So it would, like, to me, is really like, it makes no sense to be at a Dodgers game or at a Cowboys game or cheering on for the Lakers or keeping up with LeBron's stats or focusing on the Luka AD trade or whatever y'all got going on or whatever people are doing when you're not even, like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Self-prioritization. You got people cheering on other people won't cheer on themselves. You got people investing time and effort and energy and mind's mental capacity and everything into other people, but they're 70, 80 pounds out of shape. When I was out of shape, I didn't care about nothing but getting into shape. I didn't care about you. Like, I stopped watching sports because I needed to fix what was on my plate, right? Even now, I'm in good shape. I need to get in better shape. I don't care about, like, I'm investing that into myself. Self-prioritization. So there's a lot of things we can talk about self-love, but really what it comes down to is self-prioritization. And my thing about sports, politics, and religion is, like, all this, like, is cool, right? Especially with religion. We could talk about that too. Because I was talking to my tattoo artist. You got all these people sitting up in church talking about all this stuff, but you'll find the fattest people on earth in church, right? So self-prioritization, like, you gotta get in shape. You gotta get your mind right. You need to get your body right. You need to get your finances right, which is something I'm working on, right? Growing my business. You need to focus on yourself. Sports, politics, religion, like all this stuff. There's a place for all this stuff, but most people, they just over-index in it. They really do. And I know it's gonna ruffle some feathers, but it is what it is, man. So that's a video I talked about. And the last video I talked about was why I train twice a day, man. I love working out, y'all. I love working out, man. People ask me, oh, why do you train twice a day? I love being active. I love being active. Most people who go to the gym do not like working out. It's a fact. You can see it on their face. You got people online talking about you don't want to get fatigued. You don't want to get tired. Like, people don't. And one thing for sure is that most people who work out, they didn't play sports as a kid, so they have no concept of just how far the body can really go. That's number one. Number two, people don't understand that something like work capacity can be expanded on. Like, we talk about overtraining and stuff like that. If I put you, shoot, you could be a 23-year-old man. If you go to like a high school basketball game and I throw you in there and play you all 40 minutes, you're gonna feel like you're overtraining, right? You could build work capacity. Like, your work capacity isn't stagnant. You could work on it. You could build it. You could train as much as you want. And your recovery should be what dictates how much you train. It shouldn't be the other way around. I was telling my friend the other day, I don't have a girl stressing me out. I'm not working a job I don't want to work. I'm not sleeping 4 hours. I'm not drinking alcohol. I'm not under eating. So my training capacity is going to be different than somebody who's got parents stressing them out, got a girl stressing them out, working a job they don't like, getting 3 hours of sleep, or 5 hours, let's say 5 hours of sleep. Because all the things I mentioned is like the average person. The average person is in a relationship that they don't want to be in with a person that they don't like, who's giving them hell, has all these external factors stressing them out. They're working a job that they don't like. They're sleeping less than 6 hours, and they're eating bullshit. So yes, they can't train as much as me. Their lifestyle isn't congruent with that type of training, and that intensity of training, and that amount of training. So if you want to train more, you need to be able to recover more, and you can fix your recovery. And yes, my life is very set up towards fitness, and some people, they don't have the same advantages that I have within that realm, and I completely understand that. You don't have to do as much as me, but you can fix what you have going on. If you do work like a structured 9 to 5, or you're in a facility, or you need to be at a location from 9 to 5, can you still sleep 8 hours, and can you still make sure you're meal prepping so that your nutrition is on point? And can you still make sure you're not with a woman that's giving you hell, cheating on you? Or if you're a woman, make sure you're not with a man that's not treating you right and whatever, so you don't have that external stress, because stress is like the silent killer, right? And if you are stressed out, it is killing your physical progress 100%, right? Can you adjust those things in your life to be able to train more, train harder, train better? Yes. So is it possible to train twice a day like I talked about 3 days ago? Yes, it is. Do I train twice a day? Yes, I do. Do I train every day? No, I don't. I train 4 to 5 days a week. Some days, those 2 days are cardio, but if you guys follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, you guys know a lot of those times, it's like a full session. Like, it's a full second session, or it's my favorite bodybuilder, Surgeon Bray. He has like a philosophy of like high rep, high volume, mind muscle connection, low poundage, right? Or moderate poundage in terms of weights, and short rest periods. Really focusing on mind muscle connection. I like to do that at night. And on some days I'll do a full session, depending on my schedule, because I have a whole program. If you guys want to check out my program, it's on my website, right? Project Separation. And some days it's a cardio session, whether I go for a run and do some sprints, or whether I do some what they call the ropes, the battle ropes, and do some incline treadmill, right? I have my whole program set out, just depending on what day it falls on. I don't feel overtrained. Yes, sometimes I wake up and I'm a little sore, and sometimes I wake up and my low back's a little like tired, but that's part of working out, right? And I'm gonna be real with you guys. When I started doing my 2-a-days, it was way more taxing on my body than it is now, and I'm cutting right now. So if that doesn't show you, and I was eating 4,000. My maintenance is 4,000, so I was eating 4,000 calories a day when I started my 2-a-days. Right now, I'm eating about 3,000 on average. I'm cutting, and my body feels better than it did when I started my 2-a-days. Why? Because the body adapts. Your body will adapt to training more if you start training more, especially if you give it a reason to. And if you treat it properly by sleeping right, by removing the excess stress that you don't need, and by eating properly, right? So yeah, man, that's October 2025 recap. It's cool I do these because I didn't even realize, like, I'm taking inventory of my month. I didn't realize I talked about some really good topics this month, man. And I tell you guys, man, fitness, business, and personal growth, man, I'm not one-dimensional. I got a lot going on. I'm not one-dimensional, man. I'll never be one-dimensional. And I'm going to talk about everything that's up in here, because when I spew out this information, whether it be about fitness, business, or personal growth, and even within those 3 domains, there's like subdomains, man. There's a lot that I'm interested in. And I know when I spew these things out, I know I'm helping somebody. And even if I'm not helping anybody right now, or as many people as I want to right now, the beautiful thing about YouTube is that when I throw these up, people can come back and look at this in 2070. My kids could look at this, right? So this is amazing, man. Really good to take inventory. Like I always say, man, I hope you guys are taking inventory of your months too. Don't let months just keep going by and you're stagnant, right? You're trying, right? Take inventory of your months. Make sure that you're actually improving in the areas that you said. that you want to improve in, right? Take inventory of your months. Feel free to, leave me a comment. Let me know anything that you improved this month, anything that you want to improve going into November, whatever. I would love to respond to you. We're building our community. Hopefully there's somebody else that would love to respond to you, man. I had 174 subscribers, and again, it's not about the subscribers, but I do want to build this community for sure, because I see all the stuff in life right now that I don't like and stuff, and I want to be able to have a community of people who are like-minded, people that don't care about all the BS that's going on. They just care about improving their life in these different domains: fitness, business, personal growth, right? Health, wealth, relationships. So I don't know how long this video is, but it felt pretty long. I know I rambled a little bit, and I am kind of thirsty, but you guys know how I am, man. Today's Saturday. I throw this up. Monday, we will get up episode 10 of Road to Single Digits, right? We got back in Delts, so I'll record that for you. And then later on next week, I want to talk about choosing what you do with your time. And I won't get into that. I'll save that for next week. It's Randall Branch Media. I hope you enjoyed this recap. This is for sure my best recap, man. I'm feeling good, man. I hope you guys are feeling good as well. Let's finish the year strong, man. We only got 2 months left in 2025, man. And I want to drop some videos talking about really preparing for 2026, because next year is going to be make or break. I feel like next year is going to really separate the people who are locking in, right? And the people who really want to change their life for the better daily, right? Let's get it, man. Randall Branch Media, we checking up.